Hello friends, hello, we're live. My name is Kerri Wade and welcome to this Reiki Live. I'm going to be sharing some free Reiki energy with you guys that you can use for healing, for whatever it is in your life that you need to have some healing around, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Reiki is smart energy, it knows where to go, works very much by intention. And so all you have to do is settle in, set your intention to receive. I set my intention to give it to you, to send it to you, and poof, it's like magic. It's awesome. So how's everybody doing? Going to end. I've decided that. My glasses are really dirty. It's still hot here. My skin may look like it's glistening. It's sweat. Trust me. It's been so hot here. We have set all kinds of records. 47 days now that we've had over 110 degree temperatures, which I think the previous record was like in the low 30s. So anyway, it's crazy. Kind of let things chill, kind of let things quiet, and just relax a little bit, okay? We all have busy days, we have busy weeks, and life is especially challenging, I think, right now for a lot of us. And so we need to take that little bit of time to just reset, to balance ourselves. We spend so much time in this fight or flight mode, and we need to be in the rest and digest mode just as much. So this is your great opportunity to do that. So whatever it is that you'd like a little healing around, like I said, either physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, or if you just want to calm your energy and just bring peace into your mind, you can do that. Set that intention and find a place that's comfortable to sit and relax. And we're just going to start by just breathing. No special instructions. Just put your attention on the breath. Just noticing the breath, whether it's fast or slow, whether it's deep or it's shallow. Just put your attention on the breath. Not trying to make anything happen, just going with the flow of it. Most of us are shallow breathers, and deep breathing takes some work. It takes some practice. Like everything, it's a practice. So let's just try to deepen our breaths now, consciously. So taking a deep breath in through the nose, let the air fill your belly with the breath. Breathing in slow and then releasing it through the mouth in a slow, steady, even stream. Thank you guys for being here. It's good to see you guys. It's been a while. I've been really busy, thank God. It's a good thing. Filling the belly with the breath as you breathe in, and then letting it empty completely on the exhale. Now let's bring in a word. What is it you want to feel tonight? We're going to use that word on our inhale and exhale. So for example, if your word is forgive, breathe that in, and then breathe it out. Repeat it silently to yourself as you exhale. Perhaps your word is health or healing. Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's calm. Maybe it's love. Maybe it's grateful. Whatever word sounds best to you right now, just silently repeat that word as you take your deep breath in and as you release it. And I'm going to start the Reiki energy to flow. Just set your intention to receive. That's all you have to do. It will go wherever it's needed first, but please set your intention for something that you'd like some healing around. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's your work. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's just plain old good stress. Wherever you feel you can be helped by some Reiki energy, just allow yourself to receive that energy now. And Reiki is an energy. Everything is energy. That's why we can do Reiki from a distance, remotely like this. I believe all energy healing is intention-based. Been on here before, you've probably heard me say that Reiki can also be used to manifest. So if you're trying to manifest something in your life, by all means, let that be your intention. Share a little bit about some of the stuff I've been up to. Hi Deb, hi Mark, hi Celestina, how are you? I've been doing some new certifications, and the one that I'm currently working on is the Emotion Code. You may have heard of it. This will show backwards, but it's based on the book by Dr. Bradley Nelson called The Emotion Code. There's also a documentary on Gaia called Emotion, because emotions are energy in motion. And so, as we go through life, we kind of pick up emotional baggage along the way. Different events that happen in our lives, different emotions that go with those events, they can become trapped in our bodies. And basically the emotion code is a system of energy healing where we release those trapped emotions. And it's done through muscle testing to find out what emotion is trapped, whether you have an emotion that's trapped, what emotion is trapped. We can often identify if it's your emotion or if it belonged to somebody else that you just picked up on. We can find out if it's an inherited emotion. There are emotions that get passed down from generation to generation to generation and can go back many generations. So we get as much information about it. A lot of times, when we can narrow down an age, an approximate age, you'll be able to identify with some things that might have been going on in your life at that time. And it will help you to understand this emotion and understand that it was trapped, or see why it was trapped. And so then we use magnet therapy to release those trapped emotions. We can release one emotion at a time. And typically in a session, in a 30-minute session, I've been able to get through 5 or 6 trapped emotions typically. And it's really amazing. It's really amazing the way it shifts your energy, like fairly quickly. And so anyway, I've been working on that certification. I'm almost finished with all my practicums. And I will, once I finish that, then I'll be moving on to the body code. And in that certification, we're learning how to identify what's going on in the body and whether it is related to a trapped emotion, which a lot of times it is. It can also be things like nutritional deficiencies. It could be misalignments, that sort of thing. And so it just goes the extra step where we get more into the physical, not just the mental and the emotional. It's really fascinating work. And another part of it is too, we get these what they call heart walls. And it's a buildup of emotions that we take on to protect our hearts. If we've been hurt deeply, we start to build up those walls. And sometimes it starts in childhood. It did with me. It started in childhood. It started like at birth, actually. And there can be layer upon layer upon layer. I don't remember how many emotions I released from my heart wall. I did it over 6 sessions, though. It wasn't easy and fast, and it was a process to go through them all and then to process them all. It's really fascinating stuff, though. But my heart wall, trying to think, I think it was like 11, it felt like it was 11 inches thick, and it was made of stone. And different people, everybody's heart wall is going to be different. And as you go through and release these emotions, your subconscious processes it. And some things are processed like just immediately. Some are things that your subconscious is working on that you don't even know that it's going on, but it's working on releasing those and processing them. And then there are some, I had several that I couldn't identify exactly what it was from. I had like the approximate age and stuff, but I didn't really understand what it was really about, and I didn't know where it really came from. And I dreamt about those emotions. I was having really vivid dreams for days. And it's amazing the stuff that comes up in your dreams. And you wake up in the morning, you're like, thank you, subconscious mind, for handling all that for me. I understand it now. I've processed it. I've released it. And it's like when you're dragging around all these little suitcases of emotional baggage and you start to set them down, you start to feel very free and very clear and very light. I had many people say at the end of their sessions that I was doing as part of my practicum work, I don't know what it is, but I feel a lot lighter now. I feel light. I feel really light. It's like something has shifted. My shoulders feel light. It's funny how we carry those things. And we can carry them in our bodies, and they get trapped. And so, anyway, eventually, when we keep those trapped emotions in and we're not processing our emotions the way we should be, we do get them trapped in the body, and that's often what brings about physical illnesses. Anger is a really tough one. Anger can bring about cancer, all kinds of things. So anyway, getting rid of them and releasing them is so powerful. And a lot of the work that I do is centered around releasing that stuff. And the Reiki then is just helping to not only will clear out and balance your chakras, because that's a major intention that I set with each of my Reiki sessions, is just clearing those chakras out and getting them spinning in the right direction and balanced and open. But it also fills you back up with that life force energy. And so we're removing the stagnant energy and getting things opened up so that your energy can flow. And it's easy, it's painless, it's amazing. And I love doing it. I love doing Reiki. I love doing the yoga nidra meditations. I love doing hypnosis. And I'm so excited about the emotion code and the body code. So I'm hoping to have those completed sometime over the next 2 months, maybe 3 months. And we'll have those up on my services. They can be done remotely. In fact, I almost prefer them remotely. I think it's really powerful, and it's really comfortable for people when it is remote. It can also be done in person, but there's no reason we can't do them remotely. So, which in this time of COVID, so a lot of people are being very careful about going out and that sort of thing, and so it's a great way to be able to do it. So Reiki can be done, obviously, by remote as well. Everything is energy, and so it's similar to how we connect on a cell phone. We don't see the connection, but we're talking to each other, and so we know the connection is there. And that's how Reiki works. That's how energy healing works. We're connecting energetically with each other. So, more to come on that. I'm excited about it. Another part that's really important to me about some of the things that I do is being able to empower others, being able to empower my clients to do their own work and to further what they are experiencing and going through and learning. As with like the C therapy, the sacred energetic alignment, a real big component of that modality is teaching you how to do your own clearing of your energy and grounding yourself, getting yourself connected with your intuition, your heart. And we give you the tools to do that, and so that you can continue that work on your own. And learning Reiki. I have an online Reiki class that it's a home study sort of thing. Take your time, whatever you want to do, as long as you need. It's videos and a manual. And once you've completed that stuff and you feel like you're ready for an attunement, then we attune you to the Reiki energy. And you can be doing Reiki for yourself. and Reiki for others, your loved ones, your pets, your family, your home, whatever it is. And I love being able to share that and empower others to do their own work and to continue their work. By the way, on the Sacred Energetic Alignment, the $50 off ends at the end of this month. So you don't have to have your session by the end of the month, but you do have to book and pay for your session by the end of the month. So it's regularly $150 and it's $100 right now. So it's all on my website. You can find it on there. Or hit me up if you have any questions. It can be done remotely as well. We do part of it over Zoom. And then when we go into the Reiki healing part, we'll disconnect and we'll do that remotely. And or distance, I guess I should say. I don't know, remote, distance, I guess they're probably the same. So keep that in mind if you've been thinking about it. It's a good time to do it. It's the combination pizza. It's the C therapy is releasing and grounding and connecting and healing and clearing, and it's got just a little bit of everything in it, which I love. So many people are experiencing a spiritual awakening of some sort. They're experiencing a shift, and it's a universal thing. It's a global thing. It's not just you. So if you feel like you're kind of out of kilter, and sometimes it gives us feelings of like, okay, what's next? I feel like something is missing. What am I supposed to be doing? You know, that's the shift. That's the shift that you're feeling, and it's all good. It's a wonderful thing. But that said, it's not always easy getting from point A to point B. So that's why we have these wonderful tools to use. Okay, where are we at now? 6:23. I have to, my clock is not right, so I always have to add on or subtract. I can't seem to get it to reset. Oh, so it is what it is. So please don't hesitate to share in the comments too if there's anything that you're doing that is helping you get through these unusual times, these different times. Sometimes they're challenging. Sometimes we're really grateful for these moments, right? Hi, Mark. Welcome. And, if you've got something that you're doing, whether it's meditation, or if you're doing more breathing exercises, more physical activity, what are you doing to help you maintain your peace and to cope with these times? Anything special, feel free to share them, because we all need tips. We all need to know what's working for others, and it might be something that we want to take on ourselves. So I encourage you to do that, just share in the comments. And unfortunately, with the setting my cameras on, I can't see the comments, so I will get to them afterwards though. You guys hear me preach it all the time, but when you have those moments of anxiety or you feel yourself getting worked up, bring yourself back to the breath. Focus 100% on your breath. Whether you're breathing deeply, whether you are just following your breath as it is naturally, bring your attention back to that breath it will help you shift out of that feeling of panic or anxiety. The more you practice your breathing, the easier you can switch over to it when you need it. It will just become a natural response for you. So practice your breathing. Set aside just a few minutes every day if that's what you've got. And just breathe. Just consciously breathe. You know? It becomes something that you know to be able to access when you need it. It becomes natural. We all know how good it feels to take that deep breath and just release it, just let it out. Just imagine yourself breathing in that calm and peace, love, joy, happiness, forgiveness, whatever it is. And then letting it go, just pushing out anything that's ready to go, anything that's negative, anything that's hurtful, anything that's frightening. Pushing it out with the breath. And just do that as long as you need to until you start to feel yourself calm down. It's a tool we always have with us, so use it. It's easy. Breath work and tapping. I love tapping, Laura. Thank you. I saw that comment. Isn't that interesting? I love tapping. The emotional freedom technique, EFT. You can watch videos on YouTube. Nick Ortner, pull up his videos, Ortner, Nick Ortner, and his daughter Jessica also does a lot of videos, has a lot of videos out on YouTube, and they walk you right through it, all of your tapping points and how to do it. You know, you've got all these different points that we tap to that are all like they're like different pressure points, acupuncture points really around our body. And it's amazing. It's amazing how easy it is and how quickly it can bring you back to that place where you're feeling calm and where you feel yourself let go of whatever it is that's getting you amped up. It's a beautiful technique. Thank you for sharing that. Of course, I love meditation. I especially love yoga nidra meditation. I try to do one every day. I don't always get it in, but if I miss it for a few days, I know I gotta have it because I feel myself shift. And yoga nidra is amazing. I have some videos on my YouTube. I've recorded some yoga nidras on there, so you know you can always pull those up, go lay down and get in a relaxed position. And yoga nidra just takes you through a series of like breathing techniques, body awarenesses, and it leads you down to that place where you are just in that bliss body, where you reconnect with your source and stop being everything that's going on in your life. You know, we identify with the emotions going on in our lives, with the things flowing through. You know, if we have, if we're in the middle of, let's say, a rocky relationship, and we're feeling really stressed out about it, we become that stress. You know, when we are filled with grief, if we're going through something difficult like that, we become grief, we become sadness, we become depression. And so yoga nidra helps us to separate ourselves from those, because we don't ever really become those things. They're just things passing through. And it helps us get back to that place where we can realize that they're just things passing through. Just like clouds pass through the sky never changes. The sky is always the backdrop. And that's what we are. And yoga nidra helps us to get back to that feeling. And it's absolutely amazing. and we set an intention during it too. And so there are a few different ones on my YouTube channel, so check it out if you ever want to try that. That's a great way to experience it. That's my favorite go-to though, besides the breath. Okay, I'm going to start to close the Reiki. And I'm going to pull a postcard from the universe for all of us tonight. Hi, Eileen. Thank you. Love it. Whatever it is you're doing, just make sure you take time for yourself every day. And if you have to start with 3 minutes, if that's all you have, then do it every day. And I would suggest doing it at the same time every day. Make it part of your routine, make it part of your practice. If if you can do longer, work up to it. You don't have to just, nobody ever sits down and meditates perfectly for the first time for 30 minutes on their first outing with meditation. I don't know anybody that does. Maybe you do. But start small. Just start with those baby steps and work up to it. It's a practice. Just like yoga, it's a practice, and it gets easier as you go. And it becomes, you integrate it more as you go. Same thing with meditation. So, I'm setting my intention also for you all to take this Reiki and for your guides to continue to bring it to you for as long as you need it this evening. Just sending it out there. It's just yours for the taking. Thank you. Yeah, this is my favorite. Postcards from Spirit. This is a deck of oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. And the messages are always just really, really nice. Okay, let's see here. Who's calling to me tonight? What if I want like 4? Well, this guy's kind of sticking out. Let's take him. Okay, here's our message. Dear you, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and not let go of being what you think others may want. Yeah, we've all experienced that, right? Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have. Choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic, nor take it away. I love that. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love that. Love you always and forever. Isn't that magnificent? They're just, I don't know, these cards, there's something about them that they like totally speak to me every time I pull one. I love them. Hi Jim, welcome. So anyway, thank you again for being here. And if you have any questions or anything, would like to connect, just send me a message. I appreciate you very much. And I will give you a heads up a day or two before I do another one. I'd like to get back to doing them every Tuesday, and we'll see. Life is kind of busy right now. So I'll do them as often as I can for sure, because I love doing them. So thank you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan. Victory to the spirit. Good night.